I just come home from playing Dungeon World with my friends, and it's awesome. I thought I'd tell you today's story because it involves my character being flippant and stupid, and I had a lot of fun today, so I thought I'd share that with you. So, I am playing Bard called Affy Bull, who is the bardiest bard that I could possibly be, because if you're going to play Dungeon World, then you'd better try and just lean into the stereotypes, because that's what it's for. So, we had a party after finishing our last mission, which was to save some people. It's not important. We had a big party, and we all got very drunk. And there is a role called Carouse in Dungeon World, which lets you celebrate and get information. And one of the options is, when you do the partial success thing, is you can get information, you can get friends, and you can have the option to not be tricked or bespelled or whatever it says. So we all chose information. And basically, we all failed, which this rule is different because normally you don't get to choose anything and everything goes wrong. This time you do get to choose, but also everything goes wrong and everything goes badly for us, which was perfect because my friend had been talking about doing a The Hangover movie, but in D&D kind of campaign for a little bit now. And then he just looked at me across the table with all these people he hadn't talked to me about it, and just went, yes. And I was like, oh, it's happening. And then he described it. You go from bar to bar and have a lot of fun and a lot of drinks. And then you can't remember anything. Then you all wake up in a stone room with a massive headache and a dead elf in the middle of the room with a slowly expanding pool of blood around him. And basically, it came to pass that we had, we didn't actually find out who killed this elf, but all our weapons were bloody, and even the cleric who has this talk to dead ability was like, where did you die? Okay, when did you die? What's going on here? And then he was like, oh, we had a party last night and thought it would be funny to open a portal to hell. So, and that's in the basement. So you better shut that. And then he was like, okay, your 3 questions are up. Boom. Corpse dead. Over. And then we went through this entire wizard's tower from top to bottom, like going, fighting imps and the things that are coming out of this portal. And this giant iron golem was kind of chasing after us, and it was like, must execute orders, and execute. And we were like, oh god, it's going to try and kill us. And then we all had a lot. It was a big session. A lot happened. But importantly, what happened at the end for my character was that I got the opportunity to get ahead of everyone. Everyone else was fighting imps. I was like, I'm a bard. I'm not great at fighting, so I'm going to go ahead. And then something bad happened. The tower started to shake, and a demonic figure appeared in front of me, swinging big chains and like a devilish smile. And it fixed its eyes on me, and it was like, we're going to have a lot of fun. But the bard has an amazing ability called Charming and Open. And I was like, you seem like you're a really lovely demon, and I want you to have the most fun possible. I have things to do, so I think it would be best for both of us if you went and played with my 4 friends upstairs. And he was like, oh, more people. And was like, I'm still going to come back for you, but you have until I'm done with them to do whatever your thing is. And I was like, what can I do to let you make make you let me live. He was like, there's some 4 people up there. It's like, cool. And I slipped past that dude, and then all of the other players were like, why did you betray us? And the paladin was like, we had a bond. Why? Because I literally finished a bond with you last week that was like, I trust Afi implicitly. We completely trustable. We have this bond. It was great. And the end of last session, we were such good friends. And then I just completely betrayed them all and sent a demon after them. I was going to close the portal. I was busy. So they were fighting that thing upstairs, and they basically, they kicked the crap out of it. They were fighting classes, and I was a bard. So I went down and eventually I got to the portal. Like, there were screaming faces appearing out of nowhere. Masonry was flying around, and it was the end of the session. And we were like, okay, we should wrap up. And I was like, hang on, can I do this one thing? And I used that amazing ability that I had previously mentioned, known as Charming and Open. I was like, this is a demonic portal, which means it's probably got a brain and a voice or some sort of personality. I was like, look, portal. I have a really awful hangover, and you are doing a wonderful job with all this, screaming faces, blah, blah, blah. But, really, what's that going to accomplish for you? There's things on the way to stop you. What can I do? And this is one of the options, which is, what can I do to blank? To make you blank. And I was like, what can I do to make you just close? Because I have a splitting headache, and I'm sure that is nothing compared to a demonic tear in reality. Oh, that sounds like a pretty bad split in your head. Sorry for the wobbling. But, what can I do to make you just close? And it was like, how about you join me? And I can make you above pain. I can make that headache go away. And I was like, and then you'll close? And I was like, yeah, then I'll close. And this was bad. Things had gotten really bad at this point. It was like the demon portal. There was a second one that appeared when that demon was fighting the others. They were getting the crap kicked out of them and almost killed the demon. But it was bad. And I was like, everyone stared at me and was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we'll end the session and we'll move on. But I was like, yeah, sure. And everyone was just like, what? Which closed the portal. And the demons disappeared. And then the DM just turned to me, my friend Harley, he's an amazing DM. He just turned to me and said, you don't have a headache anymore. And he made me roll the last breath move, which is what happens when you die in the game. And either you fail, you get a partial success and you have to make a bargain with death, which is really cool, or you succeed, but you get no bonuses to it because death does not care how cool or strong you are. And then I failed. So let this be the epitaph, the soliloquy. Is that right? Soliloquy? I don't know. Of Afi Bull the Bard, the 50-year-old lecherous and over-enthusiastic bard. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this D&D story. It's not as many as the last one. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get this over and done with much quicker than that, but I had fun telling it. So there's your mini vlog. I'll go over stuff next time. I should really change my Patreon description to Josh, YouTuber, streamer, and role player. Anyway, good night. I'm going to sleep.